us really even working hard to find.
Sunny days. Yeah.
I think but there's 2 sunny days, so it's kind of.
Yeah. Guys, I'm working on a freaking amazing episode right now. I can't tell you. 20 minutes into a 1-hour episode. It's going to have to be either cut into many pieces, or I may just drop it as a full 1-hour episode of Discover Connecticut, because it was really like a day in the life. I think this is unbelievable. Thinking about this, I was sitting in my car right in front of my office. I got my gear there, camera next to me. It's plugged in. I don't want to grab it. Have my camera next to me, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, do I really go live again? It's 6 o'clock. It was like 6:15 in the afternoon on, I think, a Friday. It was Friday. And I'm like, what am I doing? And I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to put the tripod out there. I'm going to get going. I put the tripod out, started putting my gear out, started getting set up, got all set up. I got my microphone working. I had it's not this one, but I got like a handheld mic that I put my secondary lavalier mic inside of. I actually took the cap off and stuffed it inside of it, so now I can walk around and use it as the second mic. It was distorted a little bit, I recognized afterwards, but that's fine. The episode is still gold. And just starting with such trepidation to find myself thrust into a afternoon and then evening that was like a roller coaster of insanity. I think it was the second conversation I had. It was nice couples walking by, and I said, can I ask you a few questions? And he goes, absolutely. And all of a sudden, he says, we're about to play a show. We're in a band around the corner. I'm like, oh, that's great. What band? He says, The Samples. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I saw them play when I was like 16 or 17 years old. And they've got this song, Silver and Gold, I call it. It's something different. He says the name of it when we had the interview. But he gave me 10 minutes of gold. What an amazing guy. Talking to me about all kinds of stuff. They've got a podcast apparently that they do about like aliens and Bigfoot and the it's a bird, a thunderbird. And so I said, that stuff interests me. I'd love to have you on my show to talk about it. And I said, I also have some things I could tell you, some stories that I've seen in Connecticut. Because he said there's a lot of aliens, UFO stuff and some other weird things that have happened in Connecticut. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'd love to explore that more. In fact, what I'm thinking about doing is next time they're in the area, because he is from Norwalk. He's from Rowayton, where I just did that episode. I'd like him to let me know the locations he wants to go explore, and we'll film it as part of Discover Connecticut. So I think that would be really cool, actually. Searching for UFO tracks with the singer-songwriter of The Samples. It would be a fun episode. Anyway, I'm in the process of this. It's really a great episode right now, I got to tell you. It's just chock filled with so many different conversations. And I'm like, and I ran into my buddy Glenn I haven't seen in 9 years or 11 years, I think he said the last time we texted each other. And so I saw him at the venue. We connected. So hopefully we'll have a chance to hang out and talk some more. He's a great guy. It's funny. I've been recently trying to connect with a lot of my older friends or people or acquaintances or people I've done business with, because I'm not the best at staying in touch with people. I'm so in the moment and focused on creating and going out there and finding new business that I'm not staying in touch with the previous business, my previous core, and I want them to always think about me whenever there's anything real estate related. And so I'm trying to remind them that I'm there. And we do have this, like one guy I talked to, he's a friend of mine. And I was like, dude, when when we hang out, he's like, I only work with you. You're the only agent I work with. And I said, I appreciate that. And I said, even though we haven't seen each other in like 4 years, do you think it's going to be any different when we see each other than it was when we saw each other last? And he's like, no. And I said, of course not. I said, when we get together, it's going to be just as great as it was because we get along. And we totally always did. In fact, this is the same awesome person. You guys should love this guy. His name's Jay. And Jay is the reason why I'm here today. Jay was the person who told me while I was looking at showing him houses. I was telling him about the Beat Seat. And he goes, dude, you got to go on Instagram with it. And I was like, I don't really post too much. And he's like, you got to go on and start posting stuff about this if you want it to, He's like, well, his fiance had like 20,000 followers. And she's like, oh, yeah, I post things about like makeup. And I'm like, what? Fuck, this is crazy. And so I was like, okay, that's interesting. And so I started thinking about, okay, going out there and doing something and talking about the Beat Seat. And then I think that's when things started to progress. I was like, I can't sit on the sideline anymore. It's like 9 years I took off once I had kids and, real estate, and I just wasn't entertaining anymore. I used to play 2 times a week all over. And then I stopped playing music and started just doing real estate. So it was crazy. But running into Sean was very cool, and having a chance to learn a little bit about him and then get a chance to go to this show. I mean, if you guys haven't seen the Raw episode yet, it's pretty sick because there's like 25-30 minutes of music, and the music is awesome. It's somebody else besides me. It's just the Samples and then this other guy, Josh Joplin, 2 different great bands. And I suggest you watch it if you guys, want to check it out on the Discover Connecticut channel is where it's best because the streams aren't cut off as much as they are here. Because it's a direct feed from my streaming device. So that's basically it, guys. I'm going to get back to this because it's freaking midnight. But I appreciate you. I can't see the screen. Let me see if I can get it here online somewhere. I'm adding all the tidbits right now. I already downloaded one version earlier, and then I realized right away that it's not good. And I was like, I got to clean up so many different things. Let me just pull it down. And I did grab the first 2 minutes of it, and I dropped it for you guys here on the channel. I wish I could show it to you now, but maybe you've seen it. If you haven't, you can check it out here over on the Discover Connecticut channel. It's the first minute, second minute, and then I think on the Discover Connecticut channel, I put the full 2 minutes as one clip as well. So there's 3 pieces over there. And it's pretty sweet. Just I got a chance to grab a couple pieces, but honestly, there was like 15 interviews. I grabbed like 3 little pieces and then the stuff with Sean, so you could see how that worked in. Anyway, guys, you're awesome. Let me see if I can get over here. Are we live? Oh, there we are. All right. Working on a legendary episode. It's friggin' right. With a legend. JJ, how are you? Good to see you. Alicia Dumper in the house. Mark, how are you, my friend? S. Coop, holding it down with Virginia. You guys are awesome. If you haven't, guys, do me a favor and leave a comment. Hit the like, bell, all that good stuff. And I will see you tomorrow. That's the hope. Love you guys.